What's up, guys? Welcome back. Highside Broadcasting coming back to you guys live once again. Man, it's been a long time since I heard those words come out of my mouth. You know why that is? I haven't done a broadcast stream in a long time. So I'm very glad to be back. Highside Broadcasting, like I said, coming back to you guys live. Where are we at? We're at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight for the TSFI Racing League. Big Rigs League races on Saturday nights. Yeah, I'm super excited to do this. I don't have any guests with me in the booth tonight. I'm all on my own. I'm just waiting for the command to get the join. I hear there's a lot of lag going on tonight, so they've already tried to qualify several times. Sounds like we're going right into the race, so the qualifying format is just going to be randomized. So you could see some big heavy hitters coming from the back, and you guys could see some slower guys maybe up in the front, and they're gonna get some. They're going for points tonight, of course. A little bit of details about the league tonight. It's all teams, so it's all team oriented, and I think there's 4 teams: yellow, red, orange, and blue, I think. And I'm actually on the yellow team, but I'm gonna broadcast tonight for these guys, like I said, all by myself. No guests in the booth. I haven't done a broadcast in a long time. Hopefully I still got it. I used to do it on a weekly basis for a while. Me and Billy were doing it for 2 weeks in a row, so yeah, just looking forward to this, guys. Appreciate all of the subscribers that have stuck around. Still one of the higher viewed leagues on YouTube, or higher viewed channels on YouTube. If I take a look here, 457 subscribers. Very appreciative to that. I hope to do something for you guys setup wise here. For a while, every 50 I was giving out a setup, but pretty much all my setups are given out now. I might go ahead and give all my Xfinity out, or all my Cup updated, or whatever, for having over 450 subs. Appreciative to all the subscribers out there. I'm really excited to do this broadcast tonight. Some of the drivers that are racing within the league here, let me go through and find the list of drivers to give you guys a little bit of background, since this is the first time I'm doing a broadcast for these guys. Guys that are signed up tonight, we have hold on, let me find it. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, so we have a couple FTR guys. Most of these guys are FTR. Matter of fact, all of them might be. Some heavy hitters, of course. Billy Holcomb's racing tonight. Henson and C-Fan. We have JD Blazin, the owner, of course. Big Rig. Killer Speedster. I think he's new. I have not seen him race yet. We have Walking Dead, Heavy, Fire Truck, Blue, Bayou, Funagi, and Snowden. I think those, and Dave Ace. Dave Ace is racing tonight. Captains of these teams: Dave Ace, C-Fan, Big Rig, and Blue Bayou is the other one. So those are the 4 captains for the leagues here. Just trying to get this copied and put out there so we can get some viewers. Hold on a minute. Hopefully the lag does not interfere with the race tonight. I was looking forward to doing a broadcast. I hope we can actually do the broadcast and not have some lagging issues here. Got a couple invites, just waiting for the command to join. Getting more invites. Just posting my link everywhere. Wanting to get as many views as possible. Very excited, like I said, to do this broadcast tonight. I have not done one in a very long time, like I said, and hopefully I still got the gist of how to do it. I've done a few every now and then with Billy and Lynch for C League on Sundays if I ever have time. Haven't done one of those though in a few weeks, so like I said, really excited to do this. If you guys go back on the history of the channel, there's probably 30 or 40 broadcasts on here, so pretty many. And there is the command join. Let's see who's starting up front here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway, 1.5-mile track, pretty line dependent. Join here. Looks like Henson. Of course, Henson up in the front. You got Billy, C-Fan midfield there. I pray there's not a whole lot of lag gonna go on here. Alright, here we go. Looks like they're pretty clean on the start here. Henson. Gotta get used to well, you can see all the different colors here, so a couple more details on the league. You guys can very clearly see who is on what team by just the colors in which the drivers are racing. You see a couple red guys in the front, couple blue guys there. Oh, teammates getting into it. That could have been lag. Henson almost put in the wall there, the 0 car. Not sure who that was. There you see Snowden going to the back. That looked like Walking Dead. That could have been lag, but he could have missed the corner as well. There actually might be some lag going on here. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing any. You see an orange team of JD leading that orange crew. Of course, this league is sponsored by Napa, so we gotta shout out Napa. Of course, you guys can see Napa on the hood of every car, along with every car being a Chevy. Looks like Henson trying to get out front, trying to dominate this race early. Is that a different shade of blue? I think there's a different shade of blue on that, Billy Holcomb. Looks like he has a little bit darker shade of blue, maybe? Maybe it's, no, he definitely has a darker shade of blue than if you look at his teammate Killa Speedster, who got the apron, run into the backup by that orange car. Gonna be a lot of colors being brought out tonight, because I don't know who's who. Gotta learn their numbers. You see a 13 of JD on that orange team. We see Big Rig, the league host. Billy Holcomb all by himself there in second. Got the apron a little bit there, trying to run down Henson. And he's got probably no, there's Seafan. So who's that in third? Is that JD having a pretty good opening to this race? I know he started fairly well. There's JD riding in that third position. Oh, we got racing going on in the back. You got Big Rig sent into the wall. They looked like they were 3 wide off the corner. Some guys trying to avoid as he's in the middle of the track. Slow, still some cars. Oh, it's splitting, and the 77 under the apron, the 62 in the wall. That's blazing guns. Let's take a look at this red. Who is that red car that ducked and weaved to get by Big Rig there? As Big Rig kind of got the wall. Heavy duty that was. You see some front end damage on the front of that car. Wow. Henson out front still trying to dominate this race. This is custom setups, not sliders, so all these guys running a completely different setup tonight, I'd imagine. Probably some teammates running the same thing, though. As JD up here with some of the big dogs. Big dogs is in A-League drivers and FTR. JD, front runner in the B-League. Running in that third position, just hanging on to the draft to Billy, hoping Billy can pull him up there to the leader. As him and Henson look like they're staying fairly close. I think Billy might be gaining a little bit. Looks like JD in the wall there into turn 1. I'd imagine that. Oh, we got a car flipping on the front straightaway. I just flipped to it. Massive crash. The caution is out. I had just flipped to it. A yellow car was on it. He was like standing straight up. I think that may have been Dave Ace, maybe. As you see a couple red cars surrounding him. Wow. Massive crash there into the first turn. One of those cars being upside down. Of course, like every broadcast, heavy duty, of course. I haven't forgotten heavy duty damage, and he's got heavy duty damage early on in this race, as it looks as if he was involved in that accident. But unlike iRacing, no resets, you get unlimited chances, you get to fix your car in the pits, even if it takes an hour and a half for that crew to fix up your car. Just kidding, 15 seconds, 18, whatever the max is. Billy beating Henson out of pit road. Billy gaining a spot. There's definitely a darker coat of blue on the front of his car, though. He's a part of that blue team, but there's definitely a darker coat of blue on his car versus, well, I mean, if you look, there's a really dark coat of blue on Billy's, and then it looks like Snow has a dark coat of blue as well, but not as dark as Billy's. But then if you look at, who is that? Who's the other blue car I'm looking at? The 3. Killa Speedster. So Killa Speedster has a really light blue. He's in the wall there, but it looks like he has a really light coat of blue on that car versus Snow, who's a little darker, and Billy even darker. When I seen Billy's car at first, I thought it was black, but you can definitely see it's very dark blue. Very dark blue. I'm not sure what the correct color scheme is there, but definitely not the exact same color. They're all blue, but they're a different shade of blue. It looks like 3 different shades of blue between the 4 blue cars there, but for, oh, in the wall is that, who's that orange car there? Which one was that? Somebody got the wall there off of 4. So the first 4 positions are representing 3 of the teams. Where is my team? Yellow. I should have been out there tonight, man. No, I'm just kidding. I really wanted to do the broadcast tonight. There you see Dave Ace in that yellow car. Finagi, is he the other yellow car here tonight? Yeah. I don't know where that 3rd yellow car is. And then, of course, me being the 4th in the booth tonight. Oh, little loose off the corner there. That 0. I think is that Walking Dead, maybe? Heavy Duty has, you can clearly see, fixed his damage, but still running a little bit off the pace. Catching these guys in front of him pretty quickly, though. He looks like he gained a lot of time on them in turn 1 and 2. Up in the front, you see the wide arcs. You see Billy and Henson really wide arc there into that 3rd turn. The first turn versus the 3rd turn, they have completely different angles into the corner. You kind of want to take a lower angle into this first turn, which you'll see here. You can see them kind of just enter in the middle, just kind of run the bottom all the way through the corner. Henson looking low. He had a really good apex of the corner there, a little bit better than Billy's. And then running off Henson, you'll see this wide arc. Look at that. Still next to the wall, middle of the track. Ooh, Henson never even got to the bottom till exit. Maybe he's going to set Billy up. Oh, good corner. He set Billy up. Tried to get the run off the corner. Side by side for the lead. Billy and Henson. Great corner. Great exit speed there by Henson. Sends it in. Hit the apron a little bit. Crossover by Billy. The nose under Henson. And they're going to be side by side into this corner. Now, oh, Billy going to let him go and fall back in line. He did not like the look of being too wide into turn 3. He would not have had that arc, and looks like we are under caution. Flip through the field here. What happened? Anybody got damage? Who got damage? Of course, heavy little bit of damage. Snowden, was he a part of a crash? Looks like he's got some front end damage. The races seems to be a lot cleaner tonight. Ray gave me permission to talk trash about drivers as if I want to. I don't want to talk trash about drivers. Just kidding. I want to talk all the crap about drivers. I don't want to. It's my channel. I'm on air. I'm going to do what I want, right? No, I'm just playing. But pretty clean race so far tonight. Just 2 cautions, that being the second one. That first one, I missed what happened. I completely missed what happened on the second one. But that first one, I caught just the end of it where, of course, we've seen a car flipping through the air. But the race this week should be... Oh, I'm not sure if we have penalties for wrong sponsors. Henson does not have Napa on the hood of his car. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have Napa on the front of your car. And he doesn't, he has Wix. No, I heard that's another sponsor you're allowed to use, but I thought Napa had to be on the hood. Be an interesting point to bring up. I know he's mentioned penalties for not having the right scheme, not having the right sponsors, or of course the right manufacturer in which you have to drive a Chevy. Cannot drive Ford, cannot drive a Toyota. Car in the wall back there, an orange car came down the track, hit somebody, looked like a blue car. That looked like Snowden, and Snowden loose off the corner, overcorrects, spins out of turn 4. Nobody gonna hit him, he's all by himself, and they're green. For a second I thought he was gonna do the Roval part of the track, but Snowden gonna be way off the pace here as he involved in a crash. As you can see, the only car out there without Napa on the hood is Henson. Like I said, not sure if that's a penalty or not. You're supposed to have Napa. You're supposed to have Napa on the side as well. Let's go through. I ain't got too much to do, so let's go through. Is everybody following the right rules here? So we got Napa on the front, Napa on the side there, fire truck. So we got Napa on the hood of C-Fan, but we have Wix on the side. I believe that you're allowed to have Wix on the side. Dave Ace, Napa on the hood. Nothing on the side. But he has Napa in the rear, though. Blue Bayou, of course, Napa on the hood. Looks like he's got Napa on the side. Finagi, Napa on the hood. Wix on the side. I believe Wix is allowed. Pretty sure it is. There's a lot of guys with Wix out here. Kill Speedzer, Napa, and Napa. Of course, they're all in Chevys tonight. That doesn't seem to be a problem. Heavy, Napa, and What's on the side of that car? Looks like Valvoline. I believe that's another one you're allowed to use, Valvoline. And somebody taking the roval course of this track. Blue car loose off the corner there, not sure which one that is. There you see Henson. He has Wicks on the front, Valvoline on the side. I know you're allowed to use Valvoline and Wicks. Like I said, I thought you're supposed to have Napa on the front though. Because like I said, the league is sponsored by Napa, so is FTR. If anybody was wondering, Napa produces shirts, hats, and a bunch of cool items over there. Here we have snowed in with Napa and... what's on the side of that car? Credit 1. That I don't believe is allowed. It might be, but I don't think Credit 1 is correct. Walking Dead, Napa, and Napa. Napa and Napa there for JD. Big Rig. If Big Rig's driving it, it's more than likely allowed, so let's see. Napa and Valvoline on the side of that car. Blazing Napa and... is that Loves? Did I see that right? Is there Loves on the side of his car? 3 wide back there, you guys saw. Alright, take a look here. Yeah, that's Loves. Oh, he got tail whipped into the fence! Across the 34's nose, wrecks the yellow car. Couple cars around here. No caution. Henson and Billy, and I'd imagine that's C-Fan. Yeah, those 3 pulling off here. Like I said earlier today, that this race should be a heck of a lot cleaner than what it was last week, because we don't have hashtag Mini Stewart out there. Old crippled sniper likes to, you know, Ray gave me permission to talk trash, so I'm going to take that opportunity to shout him out. Of course, wrecking all kinds of drivers the last couple of weeks. Had a couple guys cussing him out last week and stuff after the race and not happy with him. Of course, I wasn't happy with him because he was 2 laps down, wrecking drivers and causing cautions. And then he wanted to call me out for quitting Wednesday night when I, you know, was getting run through by guys, not happy, and decided he was going to go in the comment section of Lugnut's channel and run his mouth. Like I said, I've never had an incident with him on the racetrack, so if you're out there, crippled, maybe you want to explain. Of course, love to hear your side of the story, since, you know, Miss FTR told us to talk privately, and when I messaged you, you decided to block me. Because that's real mature of an adult, which, you know, if he gets a sense of power of repeatedly calling me kid, then more power to you, but buddy, I think you're the child. We'll move on from that topic, though. Of course, Cripple no longer in the league. Dave Ace coming out of the pits here. Of course, Blue Bayou looks like all by himself. Well, he's got a couple cars, a couple tenths behind him. So here's a good representative of the different teams. You have Blue Bayou here in the orange car, of course, followed by a blue car, and then 2 yellows. Is that a different shade of yellow? I'm catching on. So you're supposed to run the same... I thought you were supposed to run the same shade of color. Of course, I called out a couple of blue cars running different shades. Fanagi looking like he's running a really bright yellow. But, yeah, definitely right there from that image. Looks like a different shade of yellow. Maybe not. Oh, loose off the corner. Fanagi does not overcorrect. Good driving there. Of course, turn 4 is the devil. It's a lot like Texas. A lot like, well, no, Charlotte is very similar to Texas. Just, I think, with a little less of an extreme in turn 4. Of course, the angle of the corners and stuff are really different. You don't quite get as tight here as you do at Texas, but loosens off the corner, especially off of 4. And then, of course, turns 1 versus turns 3 on entry point, as we discussed earlier, a lot different. Go back to the leaders here and see what's going on up here. Henson, Billy, C-Fan, controlling this race. JD was having a good run earlier. 4th place, I can't even see back there. It looks like an orange car. Probably still JD, so JD looking to... Alright, that's a really... see, that's probably too wide. That is too wide of an entry there by Henson. Had Billy wanted to snuck his nose under there, he could have. Just being patient, stuck in between teammates of the red camp here. If anybody's watching, feel free to leave a comment. Of course, love interacting with the subscribers on this channel, the viewers, of course. Again, a massive thanks for 457 subscribers. Of course, that's a big deal. It's a lot of subscribers. I remember the day I signed on YouTube, probably 3, almost 3.5 years ago already. And the day I subscribed, or the day I signed up and posted my first video on YouTube, I, of course, had, 3 subscribers. I remember that. I had 3 subs before I posted my first YouTube channel, or my first video on the channel, and, of course, started posting some random videos, then got into streams, then got into setups and broadcasts, and, of course, getting into leagues and stuff. And just massive thanks to it. Goes back to when I was first posting setups, because I was, you know, from the FTR camp, the first one to really start posting setups on YouTube, and of course streams and stuff, and War and Heavy really promoting this channel, you know, over the course of like the summer of 2020, really promoting the channel a lot and just trying to get views, just to help me out, just because, you know, trying to just get setups out there and help people out. Of course, me and Billy put a couple setup guides on YouTube on this channel, of course, and just a lot of fun. You know, the history on this channel, the history it has, of course, me broadcasting that NOCO showdown race we had we raised over $800, I remember, for NOCO, and it was an honor to be able to broadcast that race. Of course, it was for a great cause. You see Henson pitting here, signal down the back. Looks like C-Fan is, so it looks like Billy plans on staying out a lap longer. Typical Billy, trying to get all he can out of his tank. These guys are going to short pit him. We'll see what that factors into. There you see JD, a couple other guys coming down pit road. Be interesting to see where these guys cycle out now versus where Billy's going to cycle out. JD down pit road, blazing guns entering the pits. There's Billy. Nice arc, wrap the bottom. He's gonna stay out again, so he's got a couple laps longer. He figured if they short pit him, he might as well get all he can out of his tank, and that's gonna help him in the long run, having 2 lap fresher tires. That's gonna help him for sure down the long run when he's able to run faster lap times. There you see a signal. It's always great etiquette to be able to signal. I mean, you see obviously nobody anywhere near him on the racetrack, and he still takes the opportunity to signal. And whenever you signal, you probably lose a tenth or two, because of course you're having to go duck down the apron, down the back stretch, come back on the track. So for him to have enough etiquette to do that, even though nobody's near him, you know, if I were him, I probably would have just called it out in the chat, but of course nobody near him still signals. It's great etiquette. Now it's going to be very interesting to see where he does come out on the racetrack versus where Henson and C-Fan are. You see Henson and C-Fan getting their lap back right now. They have another lap. They got to go around the track before passing Billy for position. C-Fan missed the corner there a little bit. See Henson driving off just a little bit. Henson, could he actually force C-Fan to lose his draft here? You see Billy coming out right here. This is where the short pit's going to help these guys. They're going to gain time. Billy was on the track running slower lap times with old tires. These guys were on fresh tires. They didn't gain probably as much as they wanted to. Henson might have a second on Billy. Maybe not. C-Fan probably doesn't have but half a second on Billy, maybe. And Billy, within a lap, will probably have their draft if he does not already. And he's going to catch C-Fan rather quickly here. I'm not sure how many laps are left in this stage, so I'm not sure exactly how many laps he has to catch these guys. This could end up falling into their hands, but if it's a long stage, which we are at Charlotte, so there should be 4 stages. Long frickin' race tonight. Meaning these stages are probably, I think they're probably 50 laps apiece. It's probably like 51, 52, and then it's like 49. And then probably like 47, and then 53 or whatever. Whatever, it obviously equals 200, but 50% cup race, gonna be a long one. He's already caught C-Fan with these fresher tires. Shouldn't take too long to get by him. You see how much of a fight C-Fan puts up. Billy, of course. Oh, C-Fan in the wall. Gonna have no choice but to give it up to Billy. Billy gonna take second now. Oh, contact again? Maybe not. It looked as if Billy caught the grass there a little bit. Lost a little bit of time there on Henson. Now he's going to have to get that back with C-Fan pushing him. That'll only make that draft ticker stronger with of course 3 cars. So Billy's able to roll the corner better than C-Fan, but C-Fan gonna have that draft coming off. Catching Henson rather quickly here. Billy's caught Henson looking for the lead here. Gonna have the preferred lane. Henson not gonna give it up. Battling strong on the outside. A little bit of side draft with that left rear quarter panel. Does C-Fan try to make the pass on Henson, or does he help his teammate? This is where the colors of these cars is gonna matter. You see C-Fan not diving it below Henson, trying to give him a chance to battle on the outside. Billy gonna get clear here. Now Henson, as more of an aggressive driver, not going to pull the crossover, going to stay in line. C-Fan, big suck up to the back of his bumper. And Billy's probably going to be going here with fresher tires. I mean, they could possibly stay in the draft, but, ooh, C-Fan a little loose there. You see a little bit of wiggle there coming off of 4. Lot of lap traffic coming into factor here. Holy smokes. I don't think I've ever seen so many lap cars at one time. Zero in the wall. Oh, we got a pass for the lead. Henson taking this opportunity. Billy missed the corner to get under Henson, or to get under Billy, coming to the line. Not the end of the stage at third. Here comes C-Fan now. Of course, passing that orange car, a lap car, another blue car here potentially. Does he try to help Billy, or does he let them all go? Billy quickly going to look back under Henson. Does not have the position. Henson, a little bit wider of an entry. You see a blue car in the wall. Came up. Ooh, that was close. Man, that was Big Rig. Almost came down and took out C-Fan. Billy back under Henson down the front straightaway. So these lap cars playing a major role in the race for the lead, as Henson taking that opportunity to get back under Billy. Does Henson take this opportunity here? Billy guarding the bottom. C-Fan purposely staying behind Henson. Of course, Billy going to try and drive that bottom. Does not want anybody getting under him. Here comes C-Fan on the bottom of Henson. Teammates now side by side. And that's the end of it. C-Fan got Henson for second. Stage end. And of course, C-Fan's going to wreck after the line, because that's how this game works. Every time there's a stage end, you see all the cars doing side dances and all that kind of crap. But that's how the game goes. You come across the line and you just lose control of the car. But wow, Billy coming home with the stage end their win. Of course, a crazy finish to that stage. A lot of cars went a lap down there at the end of that stage. A lot of cars went a lap down. As I assume JD came home fourth. Top 3 were kind of in their own zip code there. Maybe JD can hang with these guys this next stage. JD having a pretty good run though tonight as far as I'm concerned. So we are 25% into this race. I forgot how long of a race this was. Alright. Billy C. Van Henson, that's the yellow car there. Who's that? In fourth. JD actually falling back here a little bit. That's fire truck. No, that's fire truck in the back. Who's that yellow car up there? It's a Food got there in fourth. JD I think was sixth, seventh, wherever he was. Couple guys hitting the apron. Big pack of cars here. A couple blue cars, 3 wide in the back. Somebody under the line back there. Ooh, looks like Finagi got ran into the back of there in that corner. 3 wide behind him. Settling out to 2 wide. Of course, got to be careful off of turn 4. They're single filing it out. Ooh, the 9 into the back of the 62 there a little bit in turn 1. What do you guys say after the stage break here? At the end of the stage, we do a in-race interview. I remember I used to do that, so, you know, of course I like to add my own twist. We used to do the commercial break, and then I play the NBC song or the Fox Sports song. Of course, we have interviews after the race. Of course, we do a NASCAR Crank It Up session. But one thing that I used to do for Misfits sometimes is we would have a interview mid-race. Because of course I can join on my phone and ask them a few questions there. I wish I would have thought of that for the last stage, but we'll interview the stage winner of this next stage here. Heavy duty getting the apron there. I want to see if there's a stream I can follow along on. .47-lap stage here. Of course, they're only 6 laps into it. Top 4 this time driving away. Is that JD hanging on to that top 4 spot there? Yeah. So I'm saying, man, JD, he's a real contender in the B-League. I don't think he's won this season, but he has really shown good speed, and he's been the only other driver that has really been able to hang in the draft of these top 3. And of course, these top 3 being all contenders in the A Series really shows the skill of JD able to pull off from the rest of the field and clearly be this 4th runner guy. Of course, putting him in position to maybe if these guys go at it here like they did at the end of that last stage, JD could find himself in a good or better position. So we'll see. Of course, JD got to stay in that draft. He's really getting good suck up down the straightaway. He's got to have good corners, though. Oh, nice corner there by JD. Wow. You see him gain on entry. Getting that draft. Get good suck up down the straightaway. Yeah, big check up into turn 3, and he's able to gain more ground. Good turn 3 and 4. That's how you want to run 3 and 4 right there. He may have pushed a little tight there. JD doing a great job staying up here and racing with these top 3. Pushed up a little bit there in turn 1. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that too many times. You see the gap in time you lost. You know, you do that one more time, you could find himself out of the draft. These guys are pretty good up in the front. You do got to be pretty damn near perfect to run with these guys. course, these guys, front runners in the A Series, there's a reason they're so good. So a lot of practice, a lot of work. Of course, the history all these guys have on this game, spending a lot of time, especially, of course, I know Billy for a long time, working on setups for such a long time. And of course, FTR being around for such a long time, having a lot of time to get good at the game. And of course, JD, you know, running in the B Series for as long as he has, really becoming a front runner. And you can see, of course, easily fourth. I mean, there's no competition for him right now, for him to not finish fourth this stage, as long as he doesn't hurt himself, screw himself. JD should be alright for a top 4 finish here. Maybe better. One of these guys gets a black flag. Maybe he can pass one of these guys. Of course, hanging in the draft fairly easily. Let's go look. Racing going on in the back here with Big Rig. You got blazing right ahead of this group of cars. Fire truck. 2 yellow cars, red car, an orange car, and a blue car. Oh, looks like Dave acing the wall a little bit. Here comes fire truck. Rig, I don't know why you're running the high line, man. There you go. Get on the bottom. What are you doing? Alright, a signal. Maybe. I hope that's a signal to pit. Probably whoever that red car is up there. No? I guess that wasn't a signal to pit. I'm not sure what he was doing down there near the apron, midway down the backstretch, but... So you guys see a massive difference with the way the guys in the front, they're hugging the bottom, easily running a good line around the track. These guys further back in the pack, you see why they're, you know, a little bit slower lap times is because you see them running the middle. Right there you see Ray completely missed the apex of the corner. Fire truck running towards the wall. So of course, had this been Kansas, they'd be doing alright. But these guys, you gotta run the bottom. You gotta be consistent. They're running fast times. Of course, these guys running in the lower series in FTR, trying to learn to get better. Fire truck, a Big Rig, whoever else blazing these guys running here. I'm not sure what spots they're racing for. I think it's like 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Of course, a couple of these guys possibly being a lap down. You've seen a crap ton of cars go a lap down at the end of that last stage. Rig in the wall, fire truck in the back of him. Red car in the wall as well. Still trying to gather it up. I think that's Walking Dead in the zero. Oh, you got a couple cars here sitting in the middle of the tracks. 3 cars. Looks like they're all ghosted, though. Yeah, must have been a massive wreck to have 3 cars just sitting on the track. Couple yellow cars. You see Finagi, one of them. Kill Speedster just getting up to speed. And there's that red car just getting back up to speed, too. Heavy duty. Must have been an incident between those 3. All 3 of them were sitting on the track. As you see Big Rig and Blazing and those guys go by. Heavy. Trying to get back up to speed here. Same with Kill a Speedster. C-Fan and Henson. Billy. JD still hanging there, man. You see that red car. Heavy duty going into the pits there. There, Billy dropped off. So Billy reversing the sequence in which these guys ran on him last time. Ooh, yellow car still sitting in the middle of the track there. Can't get turned around. Couple incidents in this stage. JD now losing the draft to C-Fan and Henson. He might have to overdrive pit road here to try and gain on these guys, though no signal, so they're not pitting this time. Or maybe there was a signal. I may have missed it. They are pitting this time. All 3 of them. JD hot into pit road, completely passing and clearing Henson. I hope JD didn't speed. Like I said, having a great run. Had to overshoot pit road a little bit to try and regain these guys' draft. Did he make a mistake? Of course, Henson really slowed it down to not black flag into pit road that time. Of course, C-Fan notorious for black flags. Hopefully, no penalties here. Like I was saying though, with the reverse strategy, Billy Remember, he was short pitted by these guys last time. These guys short pitted on him, and he stayed out longer and won the stage. Reversed the strategy this time with a different number of laps in the stage. Looks like no penalty. These guys gonna come out scot-free, all three of them together. So just a great pit road entry by JD, able to clear Henson and gain a spot. And here's Billy short pitting these guys this time, the opposite of what he did last time. Easily gonna clear these guys. Getting stuck behind a lap slower car there though. He was catching that yellow car relatively quickly. Definitely got in his way a little bit. Crap ton of red cars around JD here. Heavy duty just coming out of the pits. Has to be at least a lap down. Billy a big gap now, but of course a lap or two older tires compared to these guys. Can these guys do what Billy did last time? I do believe Billy gained more time though. These guys only gained maybe a second, few tenths on Billy, and Billy was there within a few laps. Billy has probably a second to 2 seconds on second, third, and fourth. These guys are going to have to draft and work together. Of course, Billy, when he gets out front, very dangerous. You always want to be able to stay in his draft. I mean, Billy must have 3 or 4 seconds on these guys. Hold on, let's count. 1, 2. Alright, he has probably about 2 seconds on second place here. Meaning he has probably about 2.5 seconds on third, fourth place here. A lap car, a light blue car. So you can clearly see the difference between the light blue car and then you see the leader Billy. Definitely a difference in the coating of blue. I can't get over that just because their teammates and their paint schemes are so different looking, but these guys gonna come up on this lap car here. We'll see where they go. This lap car, of course, a teammate of the leader. See if that plays into the race. Not just pulling over for him. Alright, yep, he is just gonna pull over. Maybe. No, he's not pulling over. Running a line and definitely slowing these guys down, I think. Henson a crossover trying to get under him down the straightaway. JD or at C-Fan, sorry, Henson. I'm running low with Henson. C-Fan trying to get by him. Here comes JD. I think Henson is just arcing the corners too much. I feel like he's running a little higher, a little more consistently than you look at Billy or C-Fan or even JD. That lap car playing a difference. Oh, gonna get in JD's way a little bit. Who is that lap car? JD pushing up. Henson lifted, I think, for him. That lap car just being a pain in the rear end, not getting out of those guys' way. I'm not sure if these guys are getting on Billy at all or not. As we'll try and do a check and see how many to go there is. So they're halfway through the stage approximately. They're approximately halfway through the stage here. These three guys clearly working together here, pushing hard down the front straightaway, all three of them. Then you got that blue car, teammate of Billy. Henson looking under JD, decides I want that third spot, and he's going to try and push his teammate to try and get up there to Billy. Of course, just a little, or no, he's going to let him go. I don't think he meant to get under him.
I'm not going to.
Interesting. Alright, so C-Fan continues to lead this group here in second. 2 cars behind him, JD and Henson. They're trying to work together. I think they might be catching Billy a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe not. The gap might be about the same. Of course, remember, these guys are on fresher tires drafting. This is going to show how strong Billy's car is, in particular to the 3 cars running in second, third, and fourth. This is going to play a difference in the strategy that these guys are going to play in the final stage, because they don't want Billy to get a lead like this. He's going to be hard to run down. Wow. Holy cow. So you guys seen it live. I had just checked in on Rig's stream, quit looking at my screen for a minute. Big Rig spins as a lap car on the apron takes out the leader, and Billy, his teammate, Billy a crap ton of front end damage. And the race is now handed to these CFan and Henson, the red cars, along with JD. Now racing for the lead. Billy, he's going to hope not to lose a lap with all that damage. He's going to have a long time left in this stage yet. Wow. Wow. JD just trying to hang in the draft here of CFan and Henson. Let's go and scroll through the field here, check out where everybody's at. Everybody fairly spread apart, heavy, all by himself here. Snowden going into pit road, Walking Dead. JD's starting to lose the draft though, these two leaders. Big Rig, of course, involved in that incident. That's insane though, how he spun out at the worst time. Looks like he just got that front end on the apron, spun it around. And it had to have been right in front of the leader. Of course, Billy in a great situation there, where he was, you know, several seconds ahead of second place. And very quickly found himself in a bad situation of a lap car spinning in front of him. That is the most frustrating thing, no matter what league you're in, whether it's a super competitive league, a fun league. It does not matter. Even in a practice race, if you're out there, you know, feeling your car out and racing, and to be taken out by a lap car is the worst feeling, at least in my opinion. You'd much rather be taken out by, you won't want to be taken out at all, but I'd rather be taken out by a guy racing for a win than potentially, you know, a lap down car causing an incident in the finish of the race, of course. Do we have a caution? Or is that that's not the end of the stage, is it? No, a caution. Not sure what I missed. And the free pass is going to go to Blazin', and Billy is 2 laps down. Billy is stuck 2 laps down. And his race effectively could be over, as we have 3 cars on the lead lap. CFan, Henson, and JD. Blazing Gun's going to get the free pass. And the rest of the field's going to be a lap down. And there's not a free pass for every lap you're down. So like the first car, that's 2. First car, that's 3. Billy's going to be stuck 2 laps down. Possibly could take the wave around here and try to make it to the end of the stage. Not sure if he'd even have enough gas to do that. And Billy in a horrible situation here, as Henson tried to get down in front of JD. Does not look, or yeah, he is going to get down. Wow. There you have it. Billy missing the race last week comes into tonight. One thing I failed to mention is he got that stage win. Stages do not have any effect on points. And of course, it's all team points, so there's no drivers, it's all team points. The point of this series is for team points. As I sit here with Billy right now, he's going to get as many points as I do tonight. And I'm in the booth. Put it that way to you guys. 3 points. I think he'll get 3 points, as he's going to finish last in the race tonight unless somebody else quit. And looking at pit road, it is fairly empty. Oh, one more car, and it's another blue car. So blue team not doing well tonight. As we'll get back to the race here. Wow. As the leader should have about 10 to go. Billy, like I mentioned, he did not win the race, or he did not race last week, and comes into tonight DNFing. And I don't blame him. You get hot, you get frustrated in these races. I'm guilty of it just Wednesday night. You know, knocked out of the way, sent to the wall. You get hot, you're just like, well, there's no point. And Billy wasn't even 1 lap down. Had he been 1 lap down, he probably would have finished out this stage. He could have raced his way to the free pass position and been there for the 3rd stage. Of course, there's a 4th stage, so he'd have had plenty of time. But being 2 laps down, unless it turns into a wreck fest, Billy was not going to get any laps back. So Billy, of course, in a very tough situation there, DNFing tonight, playing right into the hands of the red team. 1-2. Stefan and Henson have dominated this race along with Billy, up until Billy does not, or DNFs, of course, there. And now JD racing an orange teammate back there, I think. Maybe, yeah, an orange teammate with Blue Bayou for 3rd, as they have lost the draft now of the leaders. So red, red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, blue, blue. You guys see the running order here. Red, red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, blue, blue. As you guys see the top 8 positions representing 4 teams, all running next to each other. Maybe teamwork, or maybe not by the yellow team as they're racing each other into turn 1, but that's an interesting little thing. Yeah, red, red out front, and then you got the 2 orange cars, the 2 yellow cars, and then spread apart there's the 2 blue cars left in the race. That's a fun addition to the race, right? Is the red car starting to dominate this thing now? As of course, like I promised, very excited, I want to do a in-race interview. During the race interview, just like they do with the stage winners in real life. I used to do that with Billy back when we broadcasted for the Misfits Racing League. We'd interview a stage winner. I completely forgot about doing that in stage 1. Of course, it'd be probably a mistake to interview Billy now, but with as frustrated he's got to be. But we'll interview the stage winner here, whether that's Henson or C-Fan or possibly somebody else. If you get a caution here, they'll have a... Maybe JD could get it done. JD easily now probably could get 3rd place. As here comes the yellow car. Funagi, Blue Bayou gets the wall all by himself down the straightaway there, being passed by both yellow cars, ruining the color tandem we had going. Is that Dave? There's a fire truck. Probably fire truck. Yeah, fire truck right there. At the end of the mix comes that blue car. I'm not sure who that is. There, Snowden into the mix here. Rig taking a trip through the grass. Well, Blue Bayou fought his way back behind JD. At the end of the stage? Yeah, so that's the end of the stage. Let's see who won the stage. Looks like Henson, I believe. So one thing that I used to do when I would broadcast is I would interview the stage winners mid-race. So C-Fan, walk me through your stage there, buddy, and hopefully you can try to get this third stage win. We are live. C-Fan, how'd your stage go? Talk to me there.
Oh, it went well, man. Just me and Hanson working together that whole stage there, like part of the whole race, and we just sitting there racing with each other, and we got, you know, I got lucky there, and I barely got him.
Yeah, crazy stage there. Of course, we seen Big Rig taking out his teammate while leading. Of course, putting it.
I wasn't leading.
No, Billy was leading, and putting it right into the hands of the red team. So I'm gonna let you guys go, let you guys finish off this stage, and see y'all whoever wins this third stage. Alright, so you guys heard it there. A lot of background noise going on in that stage there. Of course, guys racing. I was hoping to join before they went green for the next stage. Of course, I'm still a little rusty at this I used to be very quick and able to get in and out of there, but hopefully we'll be able to get it down, and maybe these guys will try and win the stage a little more. JD, looking for the lead. Having fun up here in the booth tonight, guys. Of course, all by myself, but haven't done a broadcast in a long time, so oh, Henson looking to get third or second here from JD. Gonna get it done. So let's go ahead and check the lap count now. How long is this stage? This stage probably 50 something. But yeah, just like I said, just like we used to do. Oh no, it's another 47 lapper, meaning the fourth stage is probably gonna be fairly long. But of course, like we saw, the blue team kind of screwing each other, putting it into the hands of the red team, maybe the orange team, as they've been able to control third and fourth. Well, third for most of this race. Looks like fourth, Blue Bayou falling off just a little bit. Trying to find the battle to the leaders here. Looks as if we have a battle going on for the lead. JD still hanging tough with these guys. And who's that blue car? Fourth. Oh, that may have been lag. Or no, never mind. I'm watching the wrong battle. I'm watching the wrong battle here. Watching the orange cars take on this yellow car, a fire truck. Here, the red car versus... Who's that blue car? Gotta find that blue car. It's up here. There. Snowden. Snowden. Hopefully he's on the lead lap. Of course, I'm not sure who all fell a lap down. A lot fell a lap down in that first stage, and then that, well, never mind. He more likely is a lap down because of that caution there at the end of that second stage. But Snowden up to, I'd imagine, fourth if he's on the lead lap. I doubt he is, though, because all the cars that went a lap down, like I said, at the end of that second stage. These cars getting pretty spread apart at this point. Not too much action this stage. Of course, that second stage had quite a bit of action. Of course, we've seen a leader getting taken out in Billy. Of course, while leading, teammate, just bad timing. That probably is the highlight of the race, along with we've seen a car flipping there in that first stage. One of the, I think it was a yellow car or somebody was flipping there in that first stage in turn 1. Of course, great battles all around for the lead. Different strategies. I was hoping to see how that strategy would play out for Billy. Of course, being short pitted in that first stage and staying out longer, winning the stage, and then reversing the strategy and found himself in even a better situation. And then bad things happen. But right now, CFan Henson out front, then you have JD, and then you have Snow. Hopefully Snow's on the lead lap, just hanging on to these guys' draft. Looks like he might be losing it now. But we'll go NASCAR, crank it up, boys. Alright, we are back on the leaders again. Henson leads, CFan leads JD as they pulling off from Snowden. These three probably going to be one of the winners, or one of these three is probably going to be one of the guys that wins the race tonight. Of course, Billy being taken out, like I've mentioned several times before, one of the front runners. So now, oh, Henson wrecks himself off at turn 4. Another front runner taking himself out, hit by Snow. That could bring out the caution. It's not out. Henson, I think he got loose off of turn 4, but just made a hard turn to the right. And with no caution, that's another front runner with an issue. Now CFan and JD. That's what I'm saying. JD's put himself in a great situation tonight as he hits the apron there. Now, CFan, the leader. And they're 4 wide up here into turn 3. I'm going to stay on this battle for a minute. Just riding with Rig. They're 4 wide there a minute ago. Looks like they're all going to be alright. But, wow. Another front runner taking him out just as we had come off of the Crank It Up session. Leader, maybe you don't want to lead tonight. Like, maybe on the last lap of the race you want to be second. Because something seems to happen to the leaders. Henson, I think he was leading. He may have been second. I'm pretty sure Henson was leading. Loose off the turn 4, spins and wrecks himself. A lot of damage. Then was hit by Snow. His goal is just not going to try to be not to lose 2 laps. Just like Billy did. An untimely caution. We could see Henson out of this thing. CFan leads JD. Then, of course, we've seen Billy with his issues. So that's 2 leaders tonight with issues. Back-to-back stages. Maybe CFan is safe until the next stage. Is that a short pit by JD? Yeah, JD down pit road. He's seen that work very well for Billy. We'll see if that works for JD tonight. CFan down pit road now, so that's a 1 lap advantage there to JD until the long run comes in. Then that'll be a 1 lap advantage to CFan. But You gotta look at it this way. The 1 lap advantage to JD will give him fresh tires for 1 lap over CFan to try and make up time. That 1 lap to CFan is gonna last the entire run of the next stage, because he's gonna have 1 lap fresher tires the whole run. JD's gonna have 1 lap fresher tires over CFan because he pitted a lap sooner. Of course, gonna go out, run at full speed, running good lap times versus CFan's old tires, but only that advantage is only gonna be for 1 lap. So we'll see how much time he's able to gain. A CFan, of course, wrecking on pit road there. It's just the way this game works. Watching JD here, I don't see him yet. We've seen this really work for Billy well. I don't see JD. He didn't black flag because there he comes. And he may not even get by CFan at all. So you see the difference here. When Henson and CFan short-pitted Billy in that first stage, they gained maybe a second, half a second, and then Billy short-pitted them in the second stage, gained 3 seconds, or 2 seconds, whatever it was. Now JD short-pits Henson, and or CFan, and comes out behind him. So we see, obviously pit stops, the pit stop time gonna make a difference, can be anywhere from 14.9 to a 16.4. Of course, that's a 1.5 difference right there if you have a good versus bad stop. Of course, the entry to pit road, if you take it in easy, send it in hard. We've seen JD a great pit stop to take the spot away from Henson that last stage. Before that caution came out, JD had a great pit stop. And that time, just loses it to CFan. CFan probably had a good pit entry and more likely had a fairly good pit time, as a 1 lap short pit by JD doesn't even gain him the lead. JD's having a great race though. All he's gotta do is hang in the drafted CFan here the rest of this stage and he's gonna get a good finish here. CFan, of course, winning the previous stage, passing Henson right before the line. I think I had missed it. CFan missing? Well, maybe not. I thought he may have missed the corner there, but I think he just had a really wide arc into that corner. He has obviously lost JD there. Of course, having a lap fresher tires with JD, that's a 1 lap advantage every lap, so... Gonna check and see how many laps we have until the end of this stage. Of course, then we'll talk to the stage winner. Likely, we're gonna be talking to C-Fan again. But it seems to be a curse tonight to be out in front, according to Billy and according to Henson. Because we still have probably 17 or 16, 17 laps to go on this stage yet. Oh, yellow car a little loose off the corner there. Where in the world is JD at? Did C-Fan really pull off from JD that much? Where's JD at? Oh, we already pitted. Maybe a massive short pit this stage. Maybe you gotta pit twice this stage? Or that. I must have missed something because he's got a crap ton of front end damage. Unless that's from like earlier in the race and the game just didn't fix it. Now I'm a little confused here. I mean, you look around, everybody's got some sort of front end damage unless you're Blue Bayou. I feel like he's got a little bit. Heavy. Henson, Snow, everybody's got some front end damage. Does C-Fan have front end damage? Even C-Fan's got a little bit according to this game, so everybody but Blue Bayou has damage right now. According to the game. C-Fan into pit road now, so you do gotta pit a second time, so maybe JD's just on sequence with a pretty big short pit, trying to do whatever he can to get by C-Fan. I wondered what happened when I didn't see him behind C-Fan there. Of course, if you're watching, please leave a comment, so I can have somebody to interact with. So we're gonna ride along with JD here. See where he comes out of the pits to C-Fan. Yeah, no, I don't think he's off of any kind of sequence because he's coming out of turn 4 down the straightaway here. And I'd imagine right there, C-Fan. He's going to have pretty old tires versus C-Fan here, and he's barely going to get by him. Oh, I think JD wanted to go low on him. C-Fan stayed low, and JD's going to get by him clear and try to pull off as far as he can. Of course, he's going to have quite a bit of older tires. Missed the corner a little bit there. Little loose off. And C-Fan's already there. Of course, probably 10 to go or so in this stage. Plenty of time. C-Fan should be able to get by JD here. There he is. Bumper to the back of him, maybe. No patience. Immediately looking under him, but he can't. His teammate coming out of the pits, leaving him no room to go under JD. He's going to have to wait another set of corners. JD, great turn 3 and 4 there. Hug that bottom. Now he's going to pull a crossover. C-Fan arcing that turn. Get a run off plus the draft. JD going to give him the bottom. Here comes C-Fan to the line. Side by side down into turn 1. Send it in. Fresh tires should easily be able to clear him. And now JD's going to be lucky to even hang in the draft here with much older tires versus C-Fan. Alright, so the leader curse. It has struck stage 2. It has already struck in this stage in stage 3. Does CFAN find the leader curse? Or I should say, does the leader curse find CFAN? We've seen a lap car cause an issue. We've seen turn 4 cause an issue. CFAN is notorious for speeding on pit road, but the pits are done for the stage. See Rig in the pits. Going through the field, you see Dave Ace all by himself, all by his lonesome. Blue Bayou racing one of the blue cars there. You see, it's Snow Dome, looks like he's racing snow. Walking Dead all by himself, an orange car in front of him. Oh, it looks like, oh, it's JD there. You see CFAN's already pulled off from JD quite a bit. Yellow car is fire truck owned by Fanagi. Depending on where Henson is at, I'm going to be excited to see at the end of the stage if he's a lap down, if he's multiple laps down, if he's the free pass. Depending on how far back in the field he is, this race should easily fall into CFAN's hands. Of course, JD has been right there to capitalize all race. You know, was that 4th place car, then he became the 3rd place car, now he's the 2nd place car. Just one more car to go, JD, and we could find JD in victory lane in a fairly competitive league with a lot of A-League drivers racing in here. Of course, Heavy and A-League drivers in here tonight. Of course, some other B-League contenders are in here tonight. A couple C-League guys, so some competition, of course, with CFAN out front right now. Nobody anywhere near him anymore. Just gonna try to cruise to the end of the stage, and unlike last stage, this one should be much easier for him to win. And at the end of stage 3, we're going to be talking to CFAN again, more than likely, but you can't speak too soon, because the leader curse has been real tonight. Coming up on a lap car here for CFAN, one of the orange cars. These cars are really spread apart tonight. Can't wait to get them all bunched back up. Been a good race tonight, like I said before. We got Stewart and Mini Stewart out of here over the course of the last 2 weeks, and the racing here is really cleaned up. There's Walking Dead in the roll off of 2 there. Like I said, the racing is really cleaned up. These guys have done a great job tonight. A couple incidents, a couple cautions. And just all in all, good racing. We've seen a lot of passes for the leader, and of course, a lot of incidents for the leader specifically tonight. I believe that's the end of the stage, boys. It is. CFAN walking away with another one. We're going to jump back in there. We're going to talk to CFAN again.
He goes, you gotta unmute your mic. He's talking to himself right now in his bedroom on his bed.
C-Fan, you get another one.
Until the...
Yeah, I got another one there, brother.
Well, I have to remind you, the stages don't really mean anything. What do you got to do to bring home this victory here in the fourth stage? We don't say that very often, but in the fourth stage, that's the one that pays for your team. What do you got to do?
I need Henson to hit the wall again, JD to screw up on pit road, and I should be able to win that.
Yeah, you got it. You got to stay clear of that leader curse. That leader curse with Henson, it was real with Billy. Good luck to you, man. See if you can get it done. JD, you're having a great run tonight, though. Keep it up.
You think you got a jump for this?
Let's see if we can take it home.
Yep. Alright, of course, a lot of background noise, like I said before. Of all the engines and stuff going on in the audio room, we'll call it. All the cars packed back together now. Really close racing up here in the front. A lot of orange cars in the front. Henson gonna have to make his way through the field. Be interesting to see where he's at, because he had a lot of time to rebound. We've seen Billy go 2 laps down with his incident. I'm not sure if Henson went 2 laps down. I don't think he did. Yeah, no, Henson, he was even on the lead lap there at the end of that stage. He was 4th, so right up there battling for that second spot there. Henson right back in the mix. It's a long race tonight, boys, but we are now 75% of the way through this thing, the beginning of the 4th stage. This one's probably going to be 50-something. Yes, there's what? Probably about 40-something to go now, so probably another 2 pit stops. Of course, C-Fan notorious for speeding on pit road. We've said it before, I'll say it again. If you guys are out there watching, tell me, do you guys want to see the leader curse strike again? Do you want to see the leader have another issue? Or do you guys want to see maybe the leader get scot-free this stage? The first stage, just good hard racing, but the second stage with Billy, the third stage with Henson, the fourth stage, C-Fan leads. Of course, you got 2 orange cars with Blue Bayou and JD, and then of course Henson fighting his way back to second now. Very lucky he didn't have the catastrophic ending to his day that Billy did, as he's still in this thing ready to fight for the win. Of course, his teammate is going to have to battle his teammate to do that. Of course, like I said, it's all team-based. First through, I think it's third, gets the same amount of points for their team. So, I mean, if they finish 1-2, it doesn't do anything different than if the other one finishes 1-2, you know. I mean, other than the bragging rights and the feel of victory, they're teammates and they're 1-2 right now. And of course, Orange is 3 and 4. You know, when you're on the same team battling for positions, it doesn't, other than yourself for the feel of getting an extra spot in the race, doesn't make a difference when it comes down to the point standings. So these guys being 1-2, how hard does Henson fight for the race win? How hard does C-Fan defend? You know, could they get into each other and give it to one of these orange guys? Do these orange guys race each other hard? You know, because these guys, it doesn't make their team any different if they're passing each other on the track. They got to pass another team on the track, team car, to actually make a difference in the point standings. So the red has dominated this race along with Billy until Billy DNF'd. Orange has been the next team, and blue and yellow have been unheard of since Billy has exited the room. Again, I'm very glad that the lag has held off. You know, we had a lot of issues in 2 attempts to qualify. So we just jumped into the race with a different host, and it seems like it has worked very well. Again, I'm very appreciative of all the viewers, all the subscribers out there. I've had a ton of support throughout the 3.5 years I've had my YouTube channel. Like I said, when I first signed up and put my first video out there, I had 3 subs. 454 subs later, 457 subscribers now. I've had several videos with thousands of views. 2, 3K, 1K. I mean, the most recent video I put out there with Kyle Larson's signature moves, 1.3K. So, keep viewing, keep liking, keep commenting and subscribing and sharing the channel. Of course, it means a lot when I go out and I'm in public lobbies and guys, you know, that I don't know who I am just through YouTube. That's a great feeling. It makes you feel kind of famous in a way, and it's just a good feeling. So, of course, keep supporting the channel, and we're gonna keep going on here. I hope to do more broadcasts. I am considering doing, you know, commentating for this league every week. That's a thought. Not every race is gonna be as long as this one, though. This one is very long. Most races are 160, 170 laps. Of course, we'd be coming up on the end of it right about now, and we still have another full stage to go. So, red cars, just you can clearly see, no attempt to pass Ethan Henson, just pushing the crap out of him, as these two are gonna dominate this final stage more than likely. But the leader curse has been real tonight. It was catastrophic to Billy. It was catastrophic to Henson in that stage, but he's back and ready to go here. This race getting spread apart relatively quickly. Alright, red, red, orange, orange. Blue. Way back there, is it blue? I think it's yellow. So it's blue and then Yellow, yellow, and we got a yellow car sitting on the track, ghosted, but another yellow car's around. An orange car's around, 2 cars spinning. No caution. I think they tried to get a caution, 3 cars around, Dave Ace. Caution's out. Caution is out. And Henson had just got on pit road. What in the world? He's going to be able to stay out. He's going to have the tires and probably the gas to get to where he needs to get, whether it's another pit stop or the end. Because he's just got down pit road. C-Fan not on pit road, so anybody who has already pitted could potentially stay out. And Fire Truck is going to get his lap back. Yeah, Henson going to be out front. Snowden now going to be the free pass car, then Funagi, who I believe is multiple laps down. Henson playing the teammate game, letting C-Fan down in front of him. And then a group of orange cars. 2 blue cars mixed in there. And then the yellow flock, and incidents going on in the back. Blue and yellow cars bouncing off each other. Yellow car coming back out up onto the track. Oh, you got a wreck. A lot of cars wrecking in the back. A blue car flipping down the front stretch. Caution is out, and we have at least half the field involved in this one. Fire truck involved. Dave Ace. I don't know who it was I was flipping. I think Snow. There was a whole pile of cars there going into turn 1. The same spot in which we saw a car flip earlier. That may have been Snow who took a tumble, I'm not sure. We'll see how many laps that knocks us down to, as Snow's gonna say if he was the one that flipped, he'll say that flip was worth it because he's now back on the lead lap. Strapped up, ready to go again, ready for war. 2 laps down now as the first car lap down would be Walking Dead. We are green flag. Not sure if we need a pit now, because we have 22 to go. Oh, big pass for the lead. Big whip out low for the 23 last minute. Decided, oh, big shot in the back by JD. Gonna get into the 20 as well. JD sent it in there. You see him hitting the back off the corner. JD probably gonna be having some guys yelling at him now. Is that Blue going for the lead? Blue Bayou looking for the lead. These orange cars have interrupted these red cars' day. There's 3 of them up there. Blue Bayou trying to pass Henson for the lead. You see JD ran right into the back of Henson and put C-Fan in the wall. Blue sending it in. Oh, C-Fan sends it in and gets into JD off the corner. Probably a little bit of payback there. Red versus orange right now. Massive battles going on as it's orange, red, red, orange, orange. 3 versus 2, and then it's all the blue and yellow cars. I think that's... yeah, heavy duty, the only red car that's not really up there right now. He's having a rough night. JD now gonna get passed by whoever that other red car is. I guess it'd be C-Fan. Yeah, C-Fan and JD going at it. JD gonna get down into that 4th spot as Blue Bayou being passed back by Henson. Oh, 62 and 9 hooking each other into the fence there. as we're coming to 18 to go. Not sure if we're going to need another pit or not. Now Blue Bayou and C-Fan. Blue Bayou defending the crap out of C-Fan, even running the bottom down the backstretch. Here comes JD. Orange cars have completely disrupted the red cars' domination of today. C-Fan. Ooh, Henson in the wall. Henson does not like to lead. As we've seen him wreck himself earlier while leading, and gets the wall again. They're out of 4. Going to allow C-Fan to get to him. As C-Fan has finally got by some of these orange cars here. Caution's out. As this looks like a potential manual caution. No, they don't do manuals. This is weird. No, they're under caution. I don't know why I thought it was a manual. As they will be good to go till the end. As we'll have probably 14 to go. Funagi gonna get one of his laps back. Could this turn in to be a shootout? Henson. So it's orange cars on, or red cars on the inside, orange cars on the outside, and then it's blue, yellow, a lot of blue and yellow in the back mixed in with orange and red. $13 to go. No more pits now. Should not need them. Into turn 3, rush hour now, as it's time to go, boys. Snowden up to 3rd, recently got his lap back, and he's on the move to the front. To go. Slowly coming to 10 to go next time by. How aggressive do these leaders get? Say it's Henson versus C-Fan on the last lap. Like I said, the top 3, you know, it's all team points, no driver points, but it's team points by increment. So first gets as many points as second, which gets as many points as third. So C-Fan will get as many points for, or Snowden will get as many points as C-Fan and as Henson will for their teams. If he finishes in that 3rd spot, mind you, these top 2 have been up there all race. Snow could get lucky and get 3rd, and you know, stages don't mean anything, so could end up having a pretty good day for Blue by, you know, having Snow finish where he's at, as these top 2 are driving away, pulling off. But of course, a couple orange cars have a different thought about that, trying to get that 3rd and 4th spot. But there's really nothing in it other than pride of winning the race for C-Fan and Henson. They could hurt each other, racing and wrecking each other for the win. I don't think that'll happen. But I don't know if they're going to lay over and give it to each other. As racers, you always want to win. You don't look at team points. You always want to help your team. You always want to do what you can for your team. But when it comes down to just having an ego, all racers have an ego. They always want to win. And these guys, they're teammates, and there's no benefit for their team. There's no benefit for themselves other than having the ego of just winning the race. Like I said, comes down to points, and whether C-Fan wins, Henson wins, C-Fan gets 2nd, Henson gets 2nd. Doesn't change the point standings at all. But both these guys, they're going to want to win this race. And without a caution, it looks like it's going to come down to these 2 if they have once again pulled off from the rest of the field. They'll be coming to 6 to go. You know they gotta start thinking about the move that they might want to make now. Unless C-Fan's content pushing Henson. You know, racing Henson for wins before. If he needs to, he'll bottom feed. If he needs to, he'll block. Of course, we've racing C-Fan for wins before. You know, does he move Henson out of the way? Does Henson care to block? Does C-Fan even try to make the move? Does Henson care to just give it to him? I'm not sure. I'd imagine C-Fan tries to make the move. They've got a big gap. It's not like they're trying to just keep a guy behind them. There's nobody even close to him. As they have 6 to go now. Or it could be 5 to go. Yeah, 5 to go. Coming to 4 to go. Coming to 4 to go here. 4 to go. You know they're thinking about the move. You get under 5, 4, 3, 2 to go. There he goes, looking for the lead. Nope, gonna get back in line. I thought C-Fan was gonna go for it there. Testing the waters a little bit. Setting him up, coming to 3 to go. He's getting good runs out of the corner. You know, Henson will bottom feed if he needs to. Will C-Fan move him out of the way? Is he going to be that aggressive with his teammate? Is Henson going to be that aggressive with his teammate? One guy on the offense, one guy on the defense. Could they wreck each other? And whoever that is, Blue or JD, whoever that orange car is there in 4th, racing. I think it'd be Snow there for the, could end up being the win, but I don't think these guys will wreck each other, but we'll see. At the end of these races, you don't know who's going to get it. 3 to go, this time by. C-Fan trying the high side. Of course, Henson forcing him to go to the high side. C-Fan gonna move him out of the way? That's what I'm talking about. I did not expect that. Henson decided he was gonna run the bottom into the corner, had to lift to keep it down there. C-Fan a big arc into the back of him, moving him out of the way. Has the preferred line into turn 3 and 4. Gonna clear him. Now he's gonna have to bottom feed himself, coming to 2 to go. So, I told you, the ego of these drivers, everybody wants to win. Now, they're in reverse situation. C-Fan has to run the bottom, but he doesn't. He's going to arc it into the corner himself. Don't give Henson the opportunity to move you out of the way. Did not expect that. Coming to the white flag this time by. Here we go. It's been a long race. 199 laps into it. Henson looking back under C-Fan. Maybe I was a lap off. I think they wrecked each other coming to the line. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I was a lap off. My bad. That's it. Henson with the last-ditch effort. C-Fan, Henson, and Blue Bayou. So there you guys have it. Looking at some of these lap times at Charlotte, 29 O's. That is incredibly fast at Charlotte. obviously setting some pretty good lap times.
I think we gotta invite the other captains. It's captains only up here.
They only invite the captains to the booth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then go to the TSFI booth then. Briggs sent me an invite. Yeah, all the captains are over there. Okay. So you guys heard it there. Different style. We're not going to do the... Okay. Alright, so...
After the race.
Alright, so there you guys heard it. We are not doing drivers, so we don't want to hear from Henson. Screw what he has to say. We're going to talk to C-Fam. We're going to talk to Big Rig. We're going to talk to Dave Ace, and we're going to talk to JD, who had a great showing, in my opinion, tonight. We'll save the race winner for last, so we'll start off with, well, so we can get those dogs to shut up and stop barking. We'll start with JD. JD, man, I feel like you had a great race tonight. You look like, once Billy exited the room, you looked like you had a solid third-place car. Run me through your 4 stages tonight. Of course, a long race tonight, and you didn't quite get the finish I feel like you deserved, but run me through your race there and how you feel like you did tonight, JD.
Oh, Orange definitely got the team. We got a good finish. The Orange team did. We had really good finishes. I was just trying to hang around. That was my main goal, was just to be there at the end. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that didn't happen at the end, but Orange team picked it up and they scooted into third, which was Chris, Blue Bayou, and then we had Blazin and myself all in the top 6. So
solid points night for Orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Orange was the second team to beat 2 Reds, so congratulations on that tonight. Good points night for you, JD. I felt like you had a great run, though, those first 3 stages. 4 stages, all in all, you had a great run yourself, and Blue was able to get it for you, so good run tonight, and good job to the Orange team. Way to go, JD. We'll do my captain next, as Dave. Yellow seemed to be pretty absent towards the front of the field tonight. Of course, you guys do have 1 win and myself a couple weeks ago. Run me through your race tonight, Dave, and your team. How do you feel like your team did tonight?
Well, we did good. We had a person that stepped up, and without a broadcaster, this place don't go too far, so I'd like to thank Eagles for broadcasting tonight.
Awesome.
Got it?
The team did good. Just a little incident with a walking dead person.
Yeah.
I don't quite know his controller from his ass in the hole in the ground. But we'll come back strong. We got a strong team.
Okay. All right.
Real group, good group of drivers, and thanks to Napa, real good.
Yellow did have some strong points tonight. Of course, we had Fanagi running towards the front of the field tonight, and Fire Truck and a couple of those guys at some points in the race tonight. So congratulations, good run, Dave Ace and JD and Yellow and Orange team. We're gonna move on to Rig, as I have to say, I'd have to give Orange a B plus. I'll give Yellow a C. I'm gonna give Blue an absolute F. As Big Rig,
100% F run tonight.
Big Rig,
for what the fuck?
Big Rig, a lap down, multiple laps down, Rex, Billy from the lead. You had several blue teams DNF tonight. Rig didn't even come out. He finishes 5 laps down. I had to do math to find out what lap the leaders were on. I had to do math to find out what lap the leaders were on. Rig, run me through your race tonight, and why did you wreck Billy? Yeah, I want to hear about it.
So the race was going swell. We'll say swell. You know, it was sturdy. It was going okay. Then I hit the apron,
Yeah,
And
all four tires.
Did you listen to my stream by any chance?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you hear me yelling, I just spun, I'm in turn 2, and the
Yep.
next thing I see is a 49 underneath me, and I'm like, no!
Yeah, the race leader, man.
I was like, everybody heard it. I mean, I tried to call it out, but it was, and they were just going into one when I spun out, so I mean, guys
Just
had
bad
time to
timing.
move.
Yeah, it was just bad timing.
But after that, wound up. I drove around another few laps and then wound up going in the pits. And then when I was in the pits, then I believe JD got loose, got into the 49, and their caution came out then. And how many guys were on the lead lap after that? Like 5?
3.
Yeah, it was
3,
rough.
and then one guy got
We
a
were
free
all
pass.
pinned. Like, it was just like,
Yeah.
not in Charlotte. Come on.
Yeah.
'Cause you know how Charlotte is. You get in here, you got 4 stages, a lot of
Yep.
racing.
Yep.
And in the second stage, you're just like, oh, I could totally just DC and just get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be here right now.
Yeah, no, it was a tough one for, I think, all the racers tonight, especially blue team, as you had yourself finishing 100 laps down, and then you had Billy
I was
and
about
Killa
217
DNF.
laps down, actually.
Yeah,
217 was the number.
Yeah, well, you had 2 blue cars DNF, and I don't even, or Snow
Snowden
was,
finished up in the top 5, though, didn't
yeah.
he? 5 or
Yeah.
6?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
So
Yes.
he did real good for us. He came in. McLovin's no longer, because he's going to be working, no longer with us. He's going to just be like, spiritual mentor type guy. And which is fine with me. That's cool. But Snowden came in, and Killer's going to be on the team now full time. And Billy might be back. I don't know if he got beat up pretty bad tonight. I'll have to talk to him in the garage later and see what's going on. But
Alright, well, I definitely got to give Blue an absolute effort tonight. That was not a good showing, but hey, maybe you guys can rebound next week. We're going to move on.
baby.
Chicago, another mile and a half. Another mile and a half.
We'll be fine in Chicagoland.
We'll move on to the race winner, and I'm going to give Red an absolute A+ tonight. Henson and C-Fan, a great race. Henson, little incident there in stage 3, but ultimately you guys come back to get 1-2, great finishes. Of course, I got to interview C-Fan mid-race in stage 2 and 3. I used to do that when I would do these. I'd do mid-race interviews, and I completely forgot about it till the second stage. Yeah, I definitely, I want to do that more. I forgot to do that with Billy in the first stage, but we'll get back at that as I plan to broadcast again next week, as I might do this every week now, but to have the red team get first and second tonight, and got to interview C-Fan twice already, well, we'll go 3 times tonight. C-Fan, tell me about your race, tell me about your team. You guys had a great showing tonight. Tell me about how it went for you.
Well, I'll tell you, man, these red guys are good group of guys, manager, captain, or whatever you want to call it. They put in the work, man. Henson's a damn good driver. Heavy's a damn good driver. Walking Dead, we're gonna work on Walking Dead a little bit, but he will come through. I don't know neither. I'm not a control guy, so I don't know. But yeah, man, it was nice just to race up front. It sucked that Billy left the race or whatever, because we run out there with Billy and everything, and he had a damn good car, and but I'm for the red team, so the red team showed up and we did good tonight, so I'm proud of the guys.
Yeah, I have to give our team the best rating tonight if I had to give you guys a grade. So great showing tonight. You and Henson showed great speed. Of course, I feel like Heavy was a little off. Heavy's typically top probably 5, 6, 7 guy,
he was on
but
controller tonight, so that's the reason why he was a little bit off tonight.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll be back on his wheel next week. So
yeah, just like the old days, heavy duty damage involved in a lot of incidents tonight. But great race for you guys tonight, and move on to Chicagoland next week.
All right, hey Eagles, I do want to thank you, man. You stepped up, jumped up here, and I appreciate it. I really do. If you want to do this full time, just let me know, and I'll try to find someone to fill the driver's spot for you. So.
Yeah, no, I do think I'm gonna go full time.
And
doing
make
this.
sure you bust balls. You have to bust balls the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I'll be a little more energetic than Big Rig is in the booth, that's for sure. Well,
Oh yeah, right.
we'll of course do the stage interviews. I feel like that's always cool. I used to do that. Of course, we have other segments throughout the broadcast that I like to do. Me and Billy, we used to do broadcasts twice a week when we did it for Fly Fast, which is my old league, and Misfits. And we were doing it twice a week, and we added our own little twist to it every week. And I'm glad to finally, I told Billy before, I'm like, I want to start a league just so we can do a broadcast. And of course, we have too much going on with league, so to
It's okay.
step
I'll
into
run
a,
this when y'all can talk.
yeah, to step into a broadcast position over here, and I'll let Dave fill in that final yellow spot, and I'll broadcast when I can. Of course, I run FRR earlier on Saturdays, but of course, broadcasting, that takes away the strict time limit. So yeah, definitely look forward to broadcasting more. And great race tonight. Long one, that's for sure. We won't have one quite this long the rest of the season, but of course 200 laps at a mile and a half. Great race tonight. Appreciate you guys letting me broadcast, and that's gonna do it. High Side Broadcasting. It's been a while, guys, but we're back, and we're back strong. We're gonna do a weekly broadcast for you guys. So till next week, Chicagoland. I'm excited. Hey, I love broadcasting, man, but hey, Chicagoland next week. We'll see who gets it done. Red team got it tonight, first and second. So next week, guys.